Hi everyone, how are you? Yes, okay, you can see the presentation, perfect. So welcome to this water webinar where we will explain or talk about how to use WhatsApp and Zoho together, especially for the use cases of marketing, sales and customer support, because we think that they are the most important use cases of WhatsApp nowadays. There are other specific use cases, but we think that they are the most important that we have now to share with you. So this will be the focus of the webinar. I am José Miguel Espinar. I am the Chief Marketing Officer of Water. And today we will have a oral explanation of what you can achieve with Water and Zoho. So we hope that this will inspire you to start using WhatsApp because we think that is one of the best channels today to communicate with your customers. So start right now. First of all, I want to talk about Water 1 minute because some of you may don't know who we are. So Water is working with WhatsApp Science 2019. We were one of the first business solution provider of WhatsApps, providing of official WhatsApp Cloud API to our customers. So we have a lot of experience working with WhatsApp, related to strategies to develop with WhatsApp and how to take the most of them. We have a lot of customers right now. We have more than 1,000 customers and more than 100 corporations. So you can even check our use cases in Meta web page itself. We have both 9 use cases published with Meta. So we have a lot of experience and we want to provide you that experience for you to take the most of it. So the first concept I want to talk about is how the market is changing. In the last 2 or 3 years, what's happening? It's happening that the market age is younger. So that kind of customers reject communications through email or phone calls or SMS because they grow with a mobile phone in their hands and with messaging apps in their hands. So what was working before, like emails or phone calls, is not longer working. And this is pretty obvious because if the new generations are used to use another kind of applications to communicate, they want to communicate with the companies in the same way. So that's because of that, when we talk with a lot of clients, they told us, hey, what's happening to my marketing is that I was sending emails from the past 10 years with a lot of success. But in the past 2 or 3 years, the open rates, the click-through rates, the conversion rate is worse than before, you know. And this is why this is happening. Because the market is becoming younger and these young people want to communicate with us with their messaging apps. And WhatsApp is the most famous or most used messaging app in the world. More than 2 billion people are using WhatsApp. So it's pretty obvious that if all the people using WhatsApp, you as a company need to be in the same channels that your customers. So that's why we thought that WhatsApp is a super channel to work in different levels of the company. There are a lot of use cases you can work with WhatsApp. We will talk about marketing, sales, and customer success. But it's important to be sure that we understand why WhatsApp is a good channel for our customers. And also WhatsApp Nows. And WhatsApp Nows, and he's trying to, he bought WhatsApp, I'm not sure, maybe between 5 and 10 years ago, more than 5 years, I think. And they first started thinking how to capitalize their huge amount of customers, because the first app that WhatsApp developed was the customer app. This is the app that all of us has in our smartphones, and we use it to talk with our friends, family, and other persons, right? And this is the first step. Do you realize that people start using WhatsApp to make business, to communicate with clients? Because why? Because it's super convenient for the company and for the client. Because the client wants fast answers. Is if they have a question, if they want to ask you for a meal or whatever, they will try to make it in the way faster for them. So WhatsApp is super fast for that. So WhatsApp developed the WhatsApp business app in the second step, and it's intended to be used by small companies like I don't know, a small grocery store or this kind of shops, right? Because at the end, WhatsApp Business first is free. In the future, it will not be free probably, but now it's free, and it gives you some functionalities that you can use to communicate with your customers. You can automate the first message. You can create a small shop in the WhatsApp itself, and also you can communicate with your clients. But what happening is that it's super limited in the use cases you can do with it. For example, you can only work with 4 agents, and also the WhatsApp business number is blinded to a smartphone account. So if you have, for example, 20, 30 agents or even 4 agents, all of them are in the same number, in one number, and also they are working with all of the clients at the same time. So first, it's a mess, and secondly, you cannot scale your sales team with that. So this is one of the first ideas that WhatsApp take, and start thinking how they can create a better application for serious business. And also, they want to monetize their platform. So this is the born of WhatsApp Cloud API. Well, WhatsApp Cloud API born maybe 9 months ago, because before of that was only WhatsApp API is a solution on premise, and now it's the Cloud API solution. And with WhatsApp Cloud API, you can do a lot of things that you cannot do with WhatsApp Business. First of all, your live chat has superpowers. It's not the same. Why? Because WhatsApp Cloud API is not an app. It's a software in the cloud, an API in the cloud where you can connect and exchange information with WhatsApp. So you can do whatever you think. But the worst part of this is that you cannot access to the cloud API directly. You cannot download an app in your smartphone to start working with cloud API. That's why you need business solution providers like Zoho that develops the application you need to work with WhatsApp Cloud API. So the first feature that you need to master with WhatsApp Cloud API, it's the live chat. Why? Because at the end, when you talk with customers in a 60, 70, 100% of times, you need a human interaction. Okay, so the live chat of WhatsApp Cloud API allows you to do whatever you want. You can have unlimited agents, unlimited WhatsApp numbers, and also create automation rules and these kind of things. We will see live. We will see it live in a few with the Zoho integration, so you can get a better idea of what is it. Also, with WhatsApp Cloud API, you can send push notifications. This feature is probably the most used feature of WhatsApp Cloud API. We have clients that only use this feature. Why? Because you were working in the past with email, and you know that email marketing is so good because it's cheap. You can send 1,000, 100,000, whatever you want, emails. So with push notifications, you can do the same, but with WhatsApps, with the power of open rate, interaction rate of WhatsApp. So imagine you can send offers, promotions, or communications through push notification. This is probably the most impacting feature in the WhatsApp Cloud API. Also, as it is an API, you can make whatever code you want with it and automate all of the processes and conversations. A chatbot is an automated conversation. but also you can automate different tasks. For example, you are in the marketing department and you are launching a campaign where your customers will download an ebook. And after the ebook, you will send an email to give them the ebook or whatever. Imagine you can do it the same with WhatsApp. Your customer fills the form, and then you can create in the, for example, in Zoho CRM workflows, you can create a workflow to send a WhatsApp template after they fill the form. So this is a way to open a conversation in WhatsApp with your customers in an easy way, and also imagine that you can follow up this conversation through all the customer journey, not only in marketing. You start getting demand in your WhatsApp channel with a lot of marketing strats, and then you can follow up with sales in the same channel, in the same number. And also when the customer becomes a paid client, for example, or whatever, you can follow up the customer support or the customer success, all with the same WhatsApp number. So you will have in one channel all the customer journey. So this is so powerful to work with your customers. And obviously, as it is an API, you can integrate it with whatever you want. In this webinar, we will talk about Zoho integrations. So you can work together with WhatsApp and Zoho in an easy way. But the most amazing part, or now is the most amazing part, because in some years people will use to see this, is the WhatsApp API objects. At the end, when you are working with WhatsApp, you are used to see the common messages, multimedia messages, maybe the new surveys, text messages, stickers, images, videos, whatever. But with WhatsApp API, you can also create another kind of objects. I will show you, I will change a screen share presentation. Give me a second, because I want to show you live some of the WhatsApp objects. The first one, and one of the most important, is this one, the green check. When you create a WhatsApp Cloud API account, you have the option to validate your business account. And if you got it, because it's not an easy process, we at Water help you to get your green check. You will have this green check that shows that you are a verified account by WhatsApp. So WhatsApp is telling your customer that you are who you are telling are. So this is super important because you create a lot of confidence in the client. And also, when you get a green check, your name, your screen name will appear. If you don't have the green check, when a customer starts talking with you, they will see the logo. But here, they will see a phone number. So this is one of the first things that it's really amazing with WhatsApp Cloud API. The second thing is the object itself. This is here. You can see this is a chatbot demo. You can access to this. You can see here the first kind of object. Here you can see that you have a message with 3 buttons. The buttons are one of the best parts of the WhatsApp objects. Why? Because at the end, when you start a conversation with a client, the client can start speaking with you about whatever, but you as a company want to focus the customer in the things that you can help them. So that's why the buttons are super interesting, because you can direct the conversation. Okay, so your customer will know what kind of questions can answer you. So here it is an example, and also here you can see a chatbot. This is 2 of the features in the same part. So here, for example, I click in the chatbot templates because this is a chatbot template demo WhatsApp number. So what happened when they click here is that the text in the button appear here. So the chatbot can read that they are asking for the chatbot templates feature. So you will send automatically this next step message. That is this one. Here you can see another kind of object of WhatsApp. This is the list buttons. When you click here, you can see that, are you watching? Okay. You can see here a list of options that you can configure. And even you can click here and send it. They work the same way that the click buttons, but you can add here up to 10 items. And also you can create categorization and whatever. So think about it as a menu. You can click on different levels, so you can configure a full experience for your clients. Okay, this is, for example, one of the objects that work better. Also, you have call to actions objects where if the customer click, URL will be they will be redirected to a new URL. Where you can use UTMs or whatever you want. So this is the other one, and the last one is the direct call messages. If they are in a mobile phone and they click in the call button, they will call you directly. So this is the main objects that WhatsApp has. 2 months ago, they also start working with e-commerce product messages, where you can send templates with product information. But this is the e-commerce use case. This is another use case. So this is how this kind of objects works. So it's super powerful to be sure that you work with this with your clients. Okay, and also topic of the webinar is how this is integrated with Zoho. So you can start working with it as soon as possible. At Water, we have a powerful Zoho integration. We are integrated with CRM. We are integrated with Click. We are integrated with Flow. So you can make any kind of automations and communicate between different softwares. And also, we're close to have finished the integration with Zoho Desk. So you have all the integrations you need in a super powerful way to start working with Zoho. The main integration with CRM is when, for example, you start a conversation. When a client starts a conversation with you through WhatsApp, you can automatically create a lead in your CRM with the lead source of WhatsApp, with the phone number of the client, and with the display name of WhatsApp of the client in your Zoho CRM. So for your sales teams to track the new opportunities created by WhatsApp, this is awesome. Also, you can start a conversation directly from CRM. We will see a demo in a few moments. But this is super powerful because at the end, you can, with WhatsApp Cloud API, you cannot start a conversation freely with your client. What's the WhatsApp business model? They ask money when you start a conversation with a client. This can happen in two ways. The client starts the conversation with the company, or the company starts the conversation with the client. If the client starts the conversation with the company, it's not a problem. The conversation starts, and you have a 24 hours window to talk with the client without charge. WhatsApp charge you, not WhatsApp charge you for conversation, and a conversation is a 24 hours time science. The client starts the conversation or the company starts the conversation. So to start a conversation with the client, you need to use a template. What's a template? It's a pre-approved message that you create in the business manager of WhatsApp or directly in the WhatsApp platform. You send it to WhatsApp and they approve the template. Usually the template approbation is like in 5 minutes, something like that. Sometimes you need to wait a bit more, but maybe sometimes it's even in 30 seconds or something like that. Okay, why they do that? Because they don't want you to spam the customers. They protect a lot WhatsApp. So that's why we include that feature directly in Zoho CRM. I will share the screen again. Okay, so you can see it live. So here, this is a test lead where we have the WhatsApp number verified. Here you have this WhatsApp conversation button, and if you click it, this is the dialog you will open. Here you can send templates to the client. You can do it directly on CRM or through Zoho Click. We will see in Zoho Click later. Okay, so here first you select the number you want to send the template, and then you here we have a lot of templates. Okay, so when I click on a template, you will see here the demo of the template. Here you can see several objects in a template. Here is the header. You can use a bold header, or you can use an image, video, or whatever you want, multimedia you want here. This is like the header. This is the body of the message. This is like a normal text message. And here you have 3 buttons. So here you can see parameters, 1 and 2 parameters. If I write here on it, and you for example, when I send the template, these parameters will change to the text I put here. So you can create generic messages with parameters, so you can personalize each message you send. And if I click send here, okay, I send the message. I need to wait a bit for sending the message, and you will see here that a click conversation will open. Okay, if I go here, you can see that this is my WhatsApp number, and you can see here that the message comes to my CRM, to my WhatsApp. Okay, so this is the WhatsApp. Sorry, it's in Spanish. Okay. We will be back to this later. So also you can configure a welcome message. This is, for example, when you want to be in if your company works from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. in the non-working hours, you can configure a welcome message. So people will say, okay, we are not working now, we will contact you as soon as possible. These kind of welcome messages, they are, you could be used to see it with WhatsApp Business too. Also, you can control and check which customers opt out from your WhatsApp. You can configure this on your CRM. Also, you can see how to send WhatsApp in place. And also, you will have a log of all conversations that you have before with the client. So this is the WhatsApp menu. But you also will have this integration here where you can check all the conversations you have with the client. Okay, so you will have always the historic conversation with your client. This is mainly how the integration with Zoho CRM works, but this is the main feature, but you will have more features. For example, you can create workflows directly on CRM. This is super powerful because you can, with any condition you want, you can send a WhatsApp. So this is super, super cool. Also, we have the Zoho Click integration. You already saw it when I started working with CRM. So here you can do several things. First, you can work with any number of agents, any number of channels at the same time. Even you can work with, for example, 3 WhatsApp numbers, 1 Facebook account, 1 Instagram account, your web chat widget. You can work with all of this in your own click. So this is super cool. Also, you can create rules to assign the conversations to different agents, and also you can have more than one person in the conversation. So you can have, for example, the sales guy, the SDR, the account manager, the VP that's reviewing the conversations. You can have a lot of people in the same conversation, and this is cool because you can have an internal conversation and also a conversation with the client. And obviously, you can stop and start chatbots in your conversation. We will see it directly on Zoho Click, just to show you how it works. Give me a second. I will share my screen. This is Zoho Click. So at the end, the conversation are created like a channels. Okay, so all of these are conversation. My team, my success team answered the question. So this is the same conversation you already see here. This is the same. So this is the message I will already sent. For example, if the customer answers me, they say, okay, I click on one button, and here you can see the answer. Here we have activated a bot to automatically answer the client. But for example, I can talk with my team this way, and the customer will not see this message. You can see here in WhatsApp that the client is not seeing that message. But if I want, I can just use the /w command to hello. So this way, we can see here how my message is sent to the customer. Okay, you can see here the status of the message until it's already sent. And here you can see that the message is already sent to WhatsApp. But also, as I told before, here you can see all the people in the conversation. So you can add or remove participants from a conversation. So this is how the Zoho Click integration works. Okay, more information about WhatsApp and why you should use it, and more than using it with your integration with Zoho. WhatsApp is a super channel because the open rate to create a conversation rate that work against email is awesome. You will have probably close to 80-90% of open rate with your WhatsApps. If I don't have my smartphone here, but if I show you my smartphone, you will see that I have more than 10,000 emails unread and no WhatsApps unread. This is common in any person. So the open rate of WhatsApp is awesome, but this is not the best part. The clear rate is also awesome because it's so easy for the client to click on the WhatsApp conversation and start doing whatever you want. We saw before different kind of objects, the conversation objects. But think about if you send an ebook to your client, for example, and he is in the tube or in the train or in the bus going to their work. If you send them an email, probably they will not open the email, but they will open the WhatsApp and click in the ebook and read the ebook in the smartphone. And this is because they will open your message in the first time, and secondly because the click is so easy for in WhatsApp because your message is short to the point, so it's easy to make call to actions work better with WhatsApp. But also thanks to the features that WhatsApp has and how the channel works with your customers, when you start a conversation with a customer or with a potential customer, the conversion rate we reached with WhatsApp against email is 20 times more. It's close to between 2 and 3% of conversion rate, and email has below 1%. So it's so powerful, okay? And now that we are sure that we want to work with WhatsApp, we will talk about as we're asking me, can you see the chat history in the history of the client in Zoho CRM? I'm not sure in the history in the lead profile you can check it everything, but I'm not sure in the history. Okay, you will have the history inside the lead page. Okay, so what we consider are the most important use cases for or solutions for WhatsApp integrated with Zoho. First are the marketing solutions. The marketing solutions are related to generate demand and move the demand to WhatsApp and then convert into opportunities to sales. That works like a charm. Why? Because it's pretty easy to have a WhatsApp icon in your website, a call to action. Okay, start talking with WhatsApp, and add a chatbot, for example, in your WhatsApp to get the lead information, qualify it, and then pass to sales, or even to get the lead in WhatsApp and nurture them through automations directly on WhatsApp. Instead of sending a newsletter, send a WhatsApp letter, for example, and you will see the improvement in your results. Okay, so for marketing, the use case is so easy to work with. For example, probably some of you received a WhatsApp about this webinar, and probably you will inscribe to the webinar through the WhatsApp, not the email that we already sent. Normally, 90% of the people that come to our webinars comes from WhatsApp, for example. So that's why WhatsApp is powerful for marketing. Also for sales, because when you already have your lead qualified on WhatsApp, because you can create a qualifying chatbots or whatever, when you have this lead qualified on WhatsApp, it's so easy for your account managers or your sales person to follow up the conversation through WhatsApp. Why? Because for the customer it's so convenient, because they can get automatic answers or quick answers, and they can answer itself when they want. It's terrible for the company, but it's the truth. The customer will answer us when they want, because they can start the conversation in their sofa at home, watching TV, watching Netflix or whatever. Then we answer their questions, and they answer us after going to the grocery store and come back 2 hours ago. So it's so fast. Why? Because they will always check their WhatsApp, but not their email. Some clients or some customers told us that they close a lot of deals faster, and directly they close it because the communication is more fluid with their customers. So this is super important. And the last part is the customer support. In the customer support, we will see the use case at the end, but WhatsApp is fantastic for customer support. Why? Because if you think in the customer, when they have several ways to access to the customer support of a company. The first is the frequent asked questions, right? They go to the website and check the FAQ, and maybe they can find the answer. But after that, they will try to contact with you. When they see open a ticket or send an email to answer your question, they say, oh, okay, they will answer me tomorrow, I will check it the day after tomorrow, I will have the issue solved in 3 days, something like that, okay? When they see a phone call, they will say, okay, this is faster, but probably I will call the company and I will be 5 minutes hearing music, then the client, the operator will try to make me explain what's my issue, and then they will pass me to other operator. I will need to explain it everything again. The phone call will be good in that moment because something, and I will need to call again, so it's not so convenient. So if they see a live chat, they will go directly to the live chat, because the live chat is the first solution that is better than email and phone calls. But what happens with live chat? You don't have continuity. Why? Because obviously we'll ask for the email, probably you will ask for the phone, but when you finish the conversation in the live chat, probably you cannot reach again your client. But when they see a WhatsApp button, they always click on the WhatsApp button, because they know that if you have in your website a WhatsApp button for customer support, they are sure that they will have the answer fast. They can reach you again and again and again until they have their issue solved. So that's why they always use WhatsApp for customer support. They prefer to use WhatsApp for customer support. But this is a pain for the customer support team. Why? Because when our clients integrate WhatsApp and create the WhatsApp buttons in the customer support pages, what happened? They start getting even more tickets than before. Why? Because people see the WhatsApp button and say, okay, this is good for resolving my issues. So they start asking them for what they need, right? So this is where chatbots can help you to do 70 or 80% of the job. So think about a customer support team that has a WhatsApp button with a chatbot with all the FAQs answers. And if they don't see the answer they want, they have the options to talk directly to an agent. That's why customer support is super super solution for your company. And also think about this integrated with Zoho Click, CRM, Zoho Desk, So now we will talk about some specific use cases. For example, for marketing, we talk about one of them in the previous slide. But for example, it is a physical event. I don't know, a trade show or whatever. And you can create a QR code where because the QR code at the end is a link where they scan the QR code and directly comes to WhatsApp where a chatbot will take the data. Think that if the client is in WhatsApp, you already have his name and his phone number, so you don't need to ask for it. So you only need to ask for example, email or qualification questions. So in 4 questions, you will have more information than with a web phone, for example. Think that you have this QR in your event. They scan it, they give you the information, and after that, you can book a demo or whatever you want directly on WhatsApp, or simply you register them to a WhatsApp letter and you can send news, promotion, valuable content, or whatever you want. So it's a super good idea for lead acquisition and lead qualification. But don't think about a QR code, because at the end you can create ad campaigns to directly get more customers in your WhatsApp, or call to action buttons in your website. This is what we call entry points to WhatsApp. And in our onboarding sessions, we talk with the client which kind of entry points will be useful for their business models. Also, we have the sales, the sales use cases. This is a super straightforward use cases. The customer show interest, but still has a few doubts. So you can use the information gathered through Zoho CRM and close the sale in a conversation through Zoho Click. So this is super powerful at the end. We talked about before, but it's one of the most useful and use cases that we have with WhatsApp. Use it for sales. It's super efficient. And at the end, the customer support use case that we talked before. This is a FAQ management with escalation to an agent. This works like a charm, and we have a lot of clients that only work with this solution, for example. So you can mix whatever solution you want: marketing, sales, customer support, one of them, all of them, integrated with your CRM, your Zoho Click, and even with other software through Zoho Flow or even Zapier. So you will have all the information. So that's it. This is what we want to talk about. I hope you got the information you need to start working with WhatsApp in your companies, because we really think that it's a super powerful tool for any kind of company. So at the end, if you want, you can ask me whatever you want. Okay, we have like 5 minutes. If you want to ask me something through the chat, for example. If not, obviously, you can always reach us through water.com or even inside our platform. So I hope you like the webinar. I hope you inspire you about how can you use your WhatsApp company numbers to increase your results, to sell more, to get your customers happy. And that's all. I will wait 30 seconds if you have, because if you have some answers. Thank you very much for being here. And obviously, if you want something, we are here to help you. Thank you very much, and see you in other webinars.